Good morning, everybody. I have just crossed from Indiana into Illinois and from Eastern Time to Central Time. So just a couple of minutes ago, it was 7:30 a.m. and now it's 6:30 a.m. How about that? Beautiful day so far. Some cool air came in, but sky's blue. Rain has moved out. Looks like it's going to be a good day of driving. So I just stopped here at this rest area just on the Illinois side. Did a load check. Rigged up my camera. Thought I would update you a little bit. So, just as a reminder, I've got this load I picked up yesterday in Butler, Indiana. 3 coils, and it delivers tomorrow morning. I've got an open window, but I think they start receiving at 8 a.m. So I'll probably try to be there close to 8 a.m. In Oklahoma City. So it's a good run. Basically today, I had to get across Indiana, which I've done. Now I got to cross Illinois, go through St. Louis, and then go all the way across Missouri on 44. We'll see how far I can get. I'm kind of guessing that I'm probably able to get close to that Missouri-Oklahoma border over there. Maybe around Joplin, Missouri. So we'll see how that goes. And then that'll leave me a couple hours, 2.5 hours to go tomorrow. Anyway, I was thinking a little bit earlier, man, what a good time it is for you guys that are considering getting into trucking and hopefully coming to Maverick. Man, it's a good time to try to get into trucking because man, I see signs everywhere I go, people trying to hire drivers, and I even got last night, when I got stopped for the evening and was going through my emails and messages. I had 3 separate emails from the HR department at ABF Freight, which I'm in their system because I had worked there as a part-time dock worker. Before I started Maverick, so it's been over 2 years, but they know now that I have my CDL, and so anyway, they sent out this email saying that they're offering a $5,000 bonus, and you see that a lot with companies trying to hire drivers, and they offer you this big bonus and then they pay it out over time, like over a year or 2. But this bonus was payable your first week. So I'm like, wow, that's pretty strong. So, but yeah, I might go on to the website and look at that and see, because the cool thing about ABF, just like Maverick, is they have a terminal like 5 miles from my house, and I'm about 9 miles from the Maverick yard, so both very convenient. But the thing about ABF is it's unionized, so if I started with ABF, I'd be low at the bottom of the hierarchy of drivers, and of course the way that works is, the more senior drivers basically get to pick their runs. So I'd probably be stuck with the overnight runs that nobody else preferred. But they do have some great benefits and all that. Like the health insurance is totally paid for, retirement plan totally funded. It's got some good aspects to it, but I think I'll just stick with Maverick. I'm really not looking to leave. And I noticed too, about a week ago, I got a text message, I think, because again, I'm in the system from Oakley Trucking, which is also based there in North Little Rock, Arkansas. And I had actually applied with them last year when I was planning on buying my own truck and becoming an owner-operator. I was looking at signing on with them. I like that company. But they sent me a text, that they had just increased the pay to their drivers, like a nickel a mile or something like that. And Maverick gave us a raise back early January, a couple cents a mile. So, the competition out there for drivers, especially experienced drivers, is pretty intense right now. So it's a good time. We need more drivers. Everybody does. So, if you're considering getting into trucking, it's a high demand business. It's totally opposite. My old career working in the newspaper business, which was a good career for me. I did fine, did well, and did it for 33 years. But the last 15 years was not much fun, really. Because we're basically trying to keep dying enterprise alive. So it was in that mode, having to cut back, layoffs and all. It's just, tough. So, not that way here in trucking. It's, the pay is increasing. Trucking is growing, as more and more people are sitting at home, hiding from viruses, or working from home now. They're getting out less, they're not going shopping, we got to take everything to them. It's only expanding. So anyway, enough of that, I guess. But yeah, if you're looking to get started, I want to say again, and I've talked about this in previous videos, but you have to go back and look through a lot of videos. But Maverick is a great company to get started with, at least. Go out there. What I recommend is, if you can, go get your CDL on your own. That's what I did, and Maverick will reimburse you up to a certain amount. I think it's like $2,500, something like that. It may not be exact, but go get your CDL on your own if you can, and then get reimbursed. As long as you use an accredited school, Maverick will reimburse you. And then, you're not locked into, I think if you go to their CDL school, you commit to working for them, for 2 years or something like that, to kind of pay off your school. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying I would prefer to do it on my own, where I'm not committed like that. So, but hey, whatever you got to do it. But at least I would say you should be able to go get your CDL permit on your own even before. Like, even if you go to Maverick CDL school, go ahead and get your permit, before you get there. I think that would be better, because you can do that on your own. You know, you go to your DMV, revenue office, whatever they call it in your state, you know, and you basically, in Arkansas anyway, you sign up, you pay a little fee of like 35 bucks. They give you a sheet of paper so that it tracks, you know, your testing attempts, and they give you a study guide, and you know, you just got to spend some time studying, go take the test, get your permit. Then you're ready to go, and you won't have to spend as much time there at Maverick going through the schooling. That's just my recommendation. But you know, if you don't have much money saved up, you know, where you can go get your CDL on your own, just, you know, do it. Get started. You know, go online to Maverick's website, fill out an application, and talk to a recruiter. I've gotten several questions too recently from guys that live in certain parts of the country, and they're, you know, wondering what the Maverick freight is like in their area. And you know, it's really best to talk to a recruiter about that, because they know, you know, the specific needs we might have currently. You know, maybe we're short some drivers in a certain part of the country. You know, they need more that live in a certain part of the country than others. Maybe we have some new accounts we're trying to service better. You know, things like that I'm not aware of. So it's just best to talk to a recruiter. And you know, if you don't have someone to use as a referral, when you do fill out that application online or talk to a recruiter, either one, you know, please give them my name. I include it on all the videos. You know, there's a spot on the application where you can put referral. I'd really appreciate it if you put me or somebody. You know, please use somebody if you know some other Maverick driver you'd like to use, or employee. Greatly appreciate that. All right, I guess that's enough for now. I'm gonna keep on driving. All right, everybody. Hey, I just stopped at another rest area and did a load check. Still in Illinois, heading west towards St. Louis. But you know, I wanted to talk just a little bit more about, you know, coming to Maverick. No matter how you get there, whether you come to Maverick to get your CDL, or you've already got your CDL and you come to Maverick, or maybe you've already been out driving for other companies that want to come to Maverick. Either way, I want to say, you know, that Maverick is a good place to come and get trained. You know, they have a really good training program. They're going to train you right. You know, they spend a couple of weeks. You know, once you got your CDL and you get to that part of the training where you're in the securement training and all, you know, they teach you how to secure your loads, how to be a safe driver, in effect, you know, how to read maps, how to plan trips. But you know, securing loads, you cannot understate how important that is, you know. And I see drivers out here on the road that you know, you have to wonder, are they just taking shortcuts, or did they not know what they're doing? But Maverick teaches you, you know, they call it the Maverick way. You know, there's the DOT has rules for securements, and Maverick kind of goes above and beyond that, you know. They do a good job of teaching you how to be safe and secure your loads. They don't want anybody getting out here and having trouble, having accidents. So I just want to throw that in there. You know, it's a good place to come and get your experience, especially as a flatbedder. You know, get your get training, quality training, and get your experience. I recommend, come to Maverick, get going, get your career started, get good training, and stick with it for at least a year, but really for a couple of years. And if you come get your CDL through Maverick, you'll have to, you're committed for a couple of years anyway, but that's not very long to get a career going. And once you do that, if you want to go out there and do something else in the industry, move on to some other type of trucking. If you decide the flatbedding is not for you, then you can easily switch, go do some other type of freight, or find a different gig that's more, maybe it's a more local gig that'll get you home more often, or whatever. Maybe you want to go buy your own truck, be an owner-op, go that direction. It's wide open at that point. You just got to get experience, and Maverick is a good place to get trained, get good experience, and then opportunities will be there for you. And I wanted to say again, another thing I like about doing this is, you really are, even though I'm an employee driver, you really are out here on your own. And I've addressed this before. As a driver, a Maverick driver, we have a fleet manager we're assigned to. But, if you take care of your business and you're not causing any problems, and you're making your deliveries, and you're being respectful and courteous to our customers, taking care of business, sending in your paperwork, making your trips on time, you're on your own. My fleet manager, Paul, good guy. I've never actually met him, but we talk. And I don't think I've even talked to him in almost 2 weeks. I know if I need him, all I gotta do is call, or I can send a message on my tablet, and he can too. He can call me, he can send me a message on the tablet, we can email, several options. But it's not like most jobs where you have a boss right there all the time. The stress is low, you're kind of on your own as long as you can handle your business adequately.